looked it up. Okay, even worse than you.
I think we should go ahead. Would you agree, John, to go ahead? Okay. Well, what we're going to do is do a little bit of a tag team to go through each of the different service units fairly quickly. And for outreach and education, AJ and I are going to do a little tag teaming, and AJ, I'll let you go ahead and get started.
Okay, so this will be pretty fast, but I just want to talk about some of the things that the University of Illinois group is doing in terms of outreach and education. At the really high level, our website, wateroperator.org, which is primarily designed for small drinking water and wastewater operators, now has a special page on it that talks specifically about the centers. And we've started sort of categorizing documents in our documents database, which has hundreds of thousands of resources in it for operators under the Innovative Water Technologies code, so that it can actually be searched for specifically. We also have a little bit going on social media. A lot of this is new. I think right now our Twitter has like 30 followers, so we're blowing up. There's still a lot to do here, but we're working on building the Twitter momentum, and we've recently started a LinkedIn group. And this actually we got the idea for on the advice of some small rural partners that we have, the rural water organizations. Telling us that they're very active on LinkedIn, and there seems to be a lot of activity on the group pages. A lot of what other people do on Facebook is being done on LinkedIn. Yeah,
a lot of friend requests.
Exactly. Yeah, we got a lot when we started up. So we just created it, but we're hoping to see a lot of interesting conversations there. Then we have the newsletter that you all hopefully receive, and if you don't, let me know and I can make sure you get on it. If you do receive it, this is going to be very familiar to you. We just have project updates, featured news, upcoming events, publications, and industry news. But probably more interesting to you all right now in this conversation is, hold on. It's so interesting you have to wait a little bit and build the momentum. I got ahead of myself. For the newsletter, the water technology newsletter, I just wanted to make sure that everybody knew that the projects do not have to be complete for this. So some of you have already sent us things, and it's really great. But I think we've also heard from others. We don't have results yet, or it's still preliminary information, and that's totally fine. That's actually ideal for us, because the goal for that newsletter, it's not going out to the wide distribution, it's going out to your guys' peers largely. And so the goal is to do something similar in that newsletter as what's been happening in the room today, but over a broader range. Should I answer this?
Yeah, advise him.
Hey, Scott.
I'm here.
Okay, you should be getting a Skype call from Sarah Clark to talk with the Science Advisory Committee.
I think they're giving up on the Skype. I think they're just going to call him directly.
Oh, they're going to call your phone directly.
Wow.
Okay.
Okay.
I didn't know you could do that.
Thanks, Scott.
So I should hang this up?
Yeah.
Hang it up.
Thanks, Scott. What, Skype wasn't working in Sarah's?
I don't know, Sarah thought it was only internal for HDR. And I can't use mine
Got that
because that's
phone call on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
These corporate computers have all kinds of constraints.
Well, I mean, it's my Skype thing that's on there, so I can't give them my computer or the other one.
No, that's what I mean.
Skype
But Orin had the same thing. He couldn't connect.
Oh, well, but we're not using Skype at all now, is that right?
Yeah, now we're not.
So
Well,
I could look.
you could
just have my
tell.
computer if that's a problem.
I'd probably get him up to the company's ID. Get that from Sarah.
So yeah, I'm just gonna keep going.
Sorry.
No, I just didn't want to intrude on their conversation. So honestly, I think everything that I've heard in the last 2 days would qualify for the updates that we're looking for. And I know you guys just have so much time on your hands to write these things up, but we did think that it might be a little bit easier going forward for people to actually maybe sign up for a month. These are monthly now, by the way. If you hadn't noticed an increase suddenly in your inbox, they were bi-monthly, but they're monthly now. We thought it would be easier for people if it worked for them to actually sign up for a month, and then that way I can work with you guys directly and say, okay, it's a month prior to your turn. Here's what we're. So the wateroperator.org newsletter goes out twice a month, and that goes out to about 1,500 small system operators and technical advisors. And then we also have the tribal utility news that's sent out to a little under 400 tribal operators and tribal technical advisors. And we would love to include in these newsletters any outreach, any questions you guys have. If you're looking, if you want to, ask operators what their experience has been with a certain technology or what challenges they've faced on something. If you're looking for pilot locations, if you're looking for, just you want to have a phone call with somebody to talk through some of your ideas, anything like that, we are more than happy to send that out through this newsletter or through the wateroperator.org blog, which is another venue that we have. And as the LinkedIn page grows, we would be more than happy to do it, facilitate it through that as well. So I wanted to make sure that you guys were aware that we do have some. 1,500 is clearly not, the end all be all, and it's a selective group for people that are getting an online newsletter. So there's some, selection bias there, but it is a resource available to you guys, and let us know if you would like to be able to connect with people through this.
Yeah, I think it's a good opportunity. We gotta get that number up to 10 or 100 times it, right? We got 150,000 small systems.
Yeah, we would do that much work.
But that's great.
And that was actually all, unless people have questions.
No, that's great.
All right. Bruce, I can turn it back to you.
Okay, well, thank you. Well, to kind of continue going through things.